So here we are with Jaime Trujillo
That would be me.
at the infamous Chrome Ohm Tattoo Studio.
That would be here.
So,
Which, by the way, as of November 9th, has been there 25 years. And same location and same owner, me. Not for the entire time.
25 years.
25 years. That's quite an achievement, I think.
Yeah.
In longevity here, and that's definitely a goal I wanted to reach, and now we made it.
Now we're going to burn it down.
Well, eventually this this is probably, this actual part of the building is slated for demolition. I'm sure it's not as historically important as the front building, but that was kind of, everything else has been torn down around here. Our outside, which was a parking lot, is now a building. Across the street is now a big building.
Yeah, I remember
Across
being
the
able
street
to see
is a big building.
Yeah.
There used to be foliage, and there were people partying and
Yeah.
ODing in
I remember
the
that, yeah.
foliage out here.
And remember when the one guy caught that tree on fire?
Oh yeah, it was right out here. I think I got photos of that. But
Yeah.
but you know, as a shop, we were kind of established on a shoestring budget, and that was in '96 with Martin Williams and myself. We moved up from New Mexico. We saw a Newsweek ad for come to Seattle, and so we did. We were fortunate to have a very nice landlord, sympathetic to our cause, helped us out a lot. Unfortunately, we don't have her anymore. She's not a landlady, but she was a good thing for the shop. She helped us out a lot.
Didn't the Murder City Devils help build
Yes,
some of this?
we
Yeah.
were fortunate when we were just opening that we kind of rode the Murder City Devils coattails, kind of, because we had one of their manager was managing here, and we had one of them working here actually doing tattoos. So, and we actually, that would be Nate, and we actually had tattooed all of them. Yeah, that was an interesting part of the shop. I mean, they were like the shop band, but they never played here or nothing like that. But always interesting, and I think they're still going. Maybe not in the same personnel, but again, I think they're still out there playing like reunion shows.
Yeah.
They were definitely a good part of the shop, and they helped build out the shop. They made some very nice shelving, desks.
Yeah, they helped build it up. That's nice.
Counter space. Unfortunately, we have one counter that's left from the whole thing.
One remaining.
Yeah, one remaining counter, the
ledge.
memorial, the memorial counter from the way the shop used to look like.
Yeah, yeah. So you've been tattooing for quite a long time.
Since about 1985.
1985.
Yeah.
I was 2
mean,
years old.
Well, professionally, when I worked at a shop, when I apprenticed, actually, I guess that would be non-professionally if you're an apprentice. I don't know.
That's a start.
That was a start. I got kicked out of that shop for
being too cool.
No, I asked the wrong person why apprentices don't make their, why they don't make any money. They give everything to the guy.
Yeah.
So
get out of here, kid.
But again, that was a good thing. I learned enough to go on my way, and.
So I'm curious. I want to back you up. I'm not trying to interrupt you too
go
much,
ahead.
but what I want to know is why you started tattooing, or what brought you into it, that sort of thing.
I've always been interested in art. I'm an artist. I went to school for art. I was giving myself some hand-poke tattoos in high school. I didn't really do it on anybody else. I didn't really think about making it a career. I had a friend who wanted to get tattooed, or had confidence in my ability, even if I haven't been trained, and knew somebody who was selling some equipment that had a shop there in Albuquerque, and I went and inquired, and I bought the equipment, and then apprenticed at the shop, and learned enough to build needles and how to tattoo. Learned enough after I'd gotten kicked out of the shop to go on my own. I worked out of my friend's house, and I did some tattoo parties. Of course, this was Albuquerque in the late 80s, and yeah, it was different back then. So eventually, I saved up enough money and moved to San Francisco, and I got a job silk screening because I needed a job. I had a small room and my equipment, so I was able to work out of an apartment style, like a lot of people actually start that way. Maybe they won't admit it, but again, you have to do what you have to do. So it's just kind of word of mouth recommendation. I got a job at one of the shops in the Clement district, Picture Machine, which had been there quite a while. I got a job there in, actually I got interviewed right when the earthquake happened, the Loma Prieta in San Francisco in '89. And I got a job that was in October of '89, got a job working at Picture Machine. Very venerable and older shop. I didn't meet the owner. He had passed away previously, about 3 months before I came into the shop, so, which is unfortunate.
So who was running the shop then?
Well, there was a guy named Richard, and he was the manager, and just Richard and me. After I left, I moved from Picture Machine. I moved over to Erno's, which was in the Haight Fillmore, Lower Haight district. I worked there for probably 2.5 years, and then I moved back to New Mexico and worked for Brian Everett at Route 66. And there met Marty Williams, and we decided to move up here and open a shop, which we did in November of '96, and Marty stayed here till '06, I believe, and moved back, so I was the sole proprietor then, and we've been here since then. So one of Capitol Hill's oldest shops, not the oldest, I hear, but again, I'm a little subject to interpretation, I guess.
Same place that, so
I mean, being 25 years anywhere is a long time, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I wonder, along the way, some of those other shops you were at, I'd like to dig into some of those a little more, ask you more questions if any crazy shit happened at fucking, any of those other shops, any characters. Is anybody dead now we can talk shit about?
Well, I don't know about talking shit. I know Erno is long gone.
Right.
He had well, as with a lot of artists, they have maybe a little substance type problems.
Oh.
And he definitely, this is San Francisco, so he definitely had his demons and his concerns. And, actually he lost his tattooing hand. And was able to reestablish his art after this amputation, and taught himself how to tattoo with his other hand. So
wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But that's quite a while back. The other guy that apprenticed me, A.E. Atchison, he died quite a way back. He was a biker style, plus he'd been to Vietnam, and I don't think that was quite in his best interest. But again, his brain was a little scrambled.
Right.
But anyway.
What was probably like the craziest shit that happened to you when you were starting out?
I mean, like I said, just having confidence. I mean, I don't know about crazy stuff. You see a certain amount of people, especially if you work later at night, they come in a little inebriated maybe, and
Yeah.
you know, wanting you to tattoo them and this and that, and that's, you should know your better judgment and how to deal with people in that respect. A lot of times you just take a deposit, then they don't remember that they came in at all. But
What are you talking about?
yeah, but you
I
know,
was just here.
well, that's up to them.
They don't remember what shop they went to, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't have a lot of crazy stories. I pretty much mind my P's and Q's. And
What about, tell me the story of the Bocephus tape.
oh well, that was my boss liked
Who was your
Hank
boss?
Williams. That was A.E. Atchison.
Okay.
Andy A.E. Atchison, who said, "We're going to call you J.T. Trujillo," and made a card with that effect, J.T. Trujillo. And so you can go, "Hey, J.T." So I would run errands for him, as any apprentice does, like kind of a gopher. And he wanted the new Hank Williams Jr. tape, which was Bocephus.
Yeah.
So he said, "Hey, JT, go get me that new Bocephus tape." So that's what I did.
I just remember you always yelling.
Bocephus.
Yeah, you always yelled that. Hey, JT,
Give me that tape.
give me that new
Right,
Bocephus
so-
that just came out.
That's my impression of probably every biker
Every
tattooer.
I know. I know.
Anyway.
I use the same voice. Well, hell yeah, biker
Oh
style.
yeah, biker style.
Biker style.
Biker style.
Yeah.
No, just use the saran wrap on that. Don't nothing fancy.
Soap, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't use any of that other shit. Okay. Well, I'm not a biker, so
Well,
I
yeah,
shouldn't
that's
make
right.
fun of people like that either.
Oh,
So.
well, we're having fun. It's all
Right.
good. It's all good. It's all in good favor. Yeah. So I mean, I'm interested. You know, I've known you for a long time. I've worked for you for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just one of those things where you know, I'm getting older. Everyone's getting older, and I want to kind of.
How old
throw
are you
people,
now?
Well, I'm only 38, but I started when I was 20.
We moved here when I was 38, and now I'm 63.
Yeah. So look
So
at
it's just
it.
like
Yeah.
a lot of time went by.
Yeah,
And by
yeah.
quick, relatively, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, hard to say how time slips by, but that's what happens, and better make the best of it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Just
know,
plug it in and off to the races. You know.
Everything's so widely available. I wonder, what was the first machines that you got? Was it from a buddy or?
Well,
did
no,
you
I bought the machine. I think they were Spalding and
Yeah.
Rogers. I mean, I didn't know what to look for. I just bought them off of the guy. I know he overcharged me quite a bit.
How much did you charge you?
Oh, I mean, it was like I got like, it'd be like $1,200 for this starter kit.
What?
$1,200.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was like
It
an
was
apprenticeship
It was
fee.
2 machines, and one of those bread box,
Yeah.
the black
The
ones.
toaster.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Those had a little red light on it.
which are
Yeah.
probably retro now, I think.
They're hot.
Yeah. But people rewire them and
Yeah.
put
They
different
put
stuff.
batteries in them.
But
yeah.
and just probably some janky tubes, you know, and some pigments. But that was such a long time ago that I mean, I got my foot in the door. That was important, and the rest just kind of.
What were like the some of the most favorite tattoos that you liked doing that you were like?
Oh
really
well,
stoked?
you know, back when you just like doing it. You should like doing everything, really. Any new tattoo that you do is always I mean, it's a new thing to you. And that's how you learn the craft, is constant repetition. Trying to. There's also a different side. There's the bedside manner to the person getting the tattoo. You know, you have to gain their confidence and perform a procedure in a short amount of time. It's not really the most nicest feeling. I mean, there is a bit of there's a pain or sensation involved, and you have to have a bedside manner to alleviate their fears, I guess. Now, like I said, I'm still plugging along. I'm a 63-year-old man, but I don't have that mindset. I think I'm still young, kind of. I
Yeah.
don't know.
No way. Really?
I know I have some neuropathy starting up in the hands, which isn't a good thing. I hope it doesn't affect my artwork. Of course, I kind of stopped making art other than just digital.
I've seen your stuff though; it's pretty cool.
Well, I haven't. I mean, I kind of stopped making art though, just the digital prints.
I think that counts, man.
Well,
I think
yeah,
that counts.
but making something physical like a sign or something. I haven't.
Well, look at all this stuff.
I know.
You got. So
I
let
have
me
so
ask
much.
you,
Okay.
Let me ask you about some of the. Let's take a look here. See all the stuff you got. I mean, look at all these buttons.
These buttons.
Let me see
Or
if I can't.
okay, those buttons.
Those are all just buttons, man.
Well, those are chud buttons, and most of them.
What's a chud for those?
Well,
people
chud is a cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. I just like the chud. That's what I've been using as my handle for a long time.
So these picture machine ones you got here.
That's an older style.
Yeah, look at that. And look at that. What is that? A shirt or no?
That's
just
a T-shirt design for Picture Machine from their the old shop down Clement.
Can't go wrong with this eagle right here.
That I believe is a Pat Martinuik original.
Yeah. That's an OG, huh?
I believe so.
I remember.
I remember.
I remember like. I remember like when because I'd be in the station to your right, and I just remember I would be setting up something, and I'd set up my massage table, and like I'd bump something.
Oh, and something would fall.
Every time. It was like a
right in the middle of
and
everything.
you're always like, no, what the hell?
No, what was that?
What was that?
Stop it.
Yeah, and I'd hit the massage table and
Boom.
shit would fall down.
Yep.
See, you had a lot more stuff.
I had a lot more stuff, yeah.
You had a lot more stuff.
A lot more
there.
dust catching. Well, anyway.
Yeah. You had a lot of good stuff. And then on the other wall over here, too, you used to have a lot of good stuff. And I just remember setting up my massage table and I would bonk it. And I'd be really careful. I'd try really hard not to do that.
Well, yeah, I remember that.
And then I'd have to go figure out what the fuck fell down.
Yeah, it was hard to figure out.
Because, like,
everything looked the same. Yeah, them were the days for sure. Well, it ain't like that anymore.
Well, I know it's all good, but this is what I remember too. Is like I remember.
Damn it!
Yeah, I remember painting the one-shot signs.
Right.
And we were like, it was like
when everybody that paint made us all high.
I think we had.
It was yellow.
Yeah, it was yellow.
Yellow background.
Yellow one-shot.
And you were using like a little single brush like this.
It's just thick, and everybody in this motherfucker was high, man. We were all like.
That.
Had to crack a window and fucking. And then I did the airbrush. We did the banner.
Right.
We airbrushed the banner, and the whole shop had a coat of like airbrush stuff.
And it was all up your nose and everything.
Yeah, those boogers, colored.
Still
boogers.
have that banner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing's awesome.
Oh yeah. I mean.
I mean, as I recall, I painted you in a. You were wearing your rat fink thing, and you had big old nuts.
Yeah, and
Big
the cat
nuts.
was wrapped around my.
And the cat was clawing.
I have the damn thing over there.
Yeah, the cat was batting your balls or something,
right.
and I was like
crawling my leg.
an anthropomorphic beetle in a
Yeah,
speedo.
right.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
And I was holding a paintbrush and a fucking
had
needle bar.
a needle bar.
And then Marty's pug, Oni.
Marty is on a raft on a blood wave or something.
I'm gonna put that in post.
And then we didn't put Marty on there, did we?
Yeah.
No, we did.
Yeah,
he was the demon.
devil. He was the Oni.
Yeah, that's.
Or no, he was.
That was the best. That should have been the voted best banner from
nobody
that year.
gave a shit.
I guess they didn't. Did
Nobody
they?
gave a shit.
Yeah, that was awful.
That was hand painted. Ain't nobody give a shit. They just learned how to print them out real quick, and they just it was the same
that was
vinyl
hand
letters.
done. It took forever.
Yeah, that was cool. That was an interesting little convention we
That
did. Yeah?
was
What was that?
in 2007. Ink and Iron.
Ink and Iron Ball, or something, right?
Ink and Iron in Long Beach, California, at the Queen Mary, 2007. We saw Wee Man.
Little Wee Man running
Wee Man
around,
was
yeah.
there, and
A bunch of rockabilly dudes.
well,
standing
yeah,
on their
they had a
base.
rockabilly car show. They have all sorts of. I think they did that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was outside. It was on the dock or on the thing there.
Yeah, I think that was maybe the last convention.
And then we
I ever
stayed
went
in
to.
the
Queen Mary.
haunted Queen Mary.
Right.
And
Boy, that was a
And all your snores scared all the ghosts away.
I guess.
That was awesome.
Oh, am I snoring?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just, I don't even know if we'll put this on. I want to see some tattoos.
Oh, well,
So,
I don't know.
Just give me a little show and tell. Avert your eyes, young one.
Oh, no, she's...
Avert your eyes. I got the young one back there.
It's not like I'm going to take my pants off. Or
Yeah, we'll take something off. Let's get that shirt off, huh? Okay, well, let's look at your hand.
Okay,
what do
so
we got
what do
in
you
your
want?
hand? Let's see.
I have to take my
Let
watch
me do
off.
this.
Tattoo Vaughn.
Yes.
It's, Basil Worthington characters.
Go ahead and stand straight. Stand straight. There you are. Yeah. Yeah, would you look at that? Don't be flexing. Don't be flexing, Hulkmania. That's gnarly. That's Vaughn.
That's Vaughn.
That's how Vaughn rolled.
This is the Bat Boy.
Oh, the Bat Boy.
Yeah. By Eric Stevenson. He worked here.
Wow. Stretch him out.
Bah!
Bah!
This is the Eddie Deutsch. Struts at the side of the knee. See-through devil girl with protoplasm balls and some sort of devil up on top.
That thing is...
There's R.K. Sloan.
Oh, yeah, an R.K. Sloan tattoo.
And
Yeah,
then
look at
Richard did this. Patrick Conlon.
that. Okay. What are all these dates over here, Memento?
Well, I used to put a lot of dates on myself. There's a Dan Higgs.
Oh. Which one's Dan Higgs?
This one.
Okay.
Can't see it very well.
That's awesome.
Some more Dan Higgs. This is a Big Ed.
Okay.
That's another Higgs and a Big Ed. It's Eddie Deutsch again and Elbow by Greg
How old
Cole.
is that Eddie Deutsch man?
That's probably from 90 or well, the San Francisco era, so 90s, early 90s.
Okay. All right.
Terry Tweed did this one here.
Terry Tweed. Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Higgs. Yeah.
Bill Salmon did some of that.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. What do we got? It says, let's see. Let me get in here. Hang on. This is going to take a bit of... Saturday nights, all right for fighting.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that got misspelled.
Who did that?
A guy named Jim Watson.
Okay.
Really famous in Phoenix. Corbin.
Let's see. Freddie Corbin did these ones. All right. Yes. Very nice. Now, this one here, in memory, who did that one?
Freddie Corbin.
This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
And then my mom signed her.
Yeah, look at that.
Signed her name on me and the date of her birth.
I see. Cool. Now, the Sacred Heart, did Freddie do that one too?
Freddie Corbin, yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. Thanks for letting me get a good peek at you.
Not everybody gets that opportunity to see
know.
my tattoos, believe me.
Yeah,
So,
I know. Even when I worked for you, man, it was like
It's
pulling
like
teeth trying to
Skinny,
get.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was always like pulling. You have some cool stuff, man.
Oh, I've been collecting for a while. Like I said, but I'm to the point where I think I'm probably done getting tattooed. It hurts.
You know,
it
I
hurts a
haven't
little
tattooed
bit.
you yet.
No, you haven't, have you?
So,
Well, maybe I'll get
yeah, put me in your books there.
something.
Yeah, let me tattoo you.
I've tattooed you though.
Oh yeah, you did my chest.
Right.
It fucking hurt like a motherfucker too.
That was a long
I
time ago.
remember I tried to get like I was like, oh bro, I'm gonna get some numbing cream, and I put some numbing cream on.
It didn't work.
And I put numbing cream on. It fucking worked great. It felt like you
Oh.
were just tapping my chest.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this is sweet. I'm just gonna sit here. Fucking 4 hours. It'll be no sweat. And I sat there for 20 minutes, man. And it wore off.
Ooh.
And everything that you did just started
After
burning
that?
all at once. And I was like, ugh.
All I remember is such a. Is it raining? Yeah, it is. A fine line where it looked like the mermaids had mustaches.
They still
remember?
got mustaches.
They still got mustaches.
They're my
yeah.
bearded ladies. I love them. They're still just as pretty.
Such a small, tiny
I
line.
know.
Look at I'm trying.
And so that's what happens when you try to micromanage your artist and you give them a drawing
your
of what
chest.
you did. And I was like, look at these, here, you can do it. And it was like,
what was I saying though? Wasn't I go, well, I don't think I said anything to that.
you were like,
I go, that's kind of some fine line there, buddy. No.
no, it took me a while to get you to do it.
Oh, right.
And then
There was a lighthouse too, right?
There's a lighthouse.
Right,
And
there's
the
a whole
two
scene.
mermaids and the big, it's like a giant, anchor plaque thing. I stole it from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride when I was in Disneyland. And I remember, like, it took me years to get you to do it. And I was like, kept bugging you about it. And then, like, we go to do it, and I'm like,
oh.
You put the stencil on, and you're like, all right, cool, how's that look? And I was like, well, actually, and you're like, oh, okay, I fucking guess, whatever you want to do. You're the boss. And I was like, oh.
Kept moving it?
Yeah, I kept trying to fight. And then I put the stencil on because I'm so fucking control freak. And then, like, I put it on, it went fine, but, yeah, I don't
That hurt, huh?
I don't want to do it again.
On your chest?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it goes around my nipples, like the little fins goes right around my nipples, so I got that going for me.
That was a
nice.
3 needle too, probably.
I'm
Probably.
pretty sure you used a Type 5 or a 3. I don't know, but
And,
I love
and
it.
a handmade needle too.
I love it because it's it's a tattoo. It's 15 years old, and something like that.
that it?
Yeah, it's probably about maybe 20. No,
I
maybe
don't know.
18.
When did you get it?
I don't know.
You're 38 now?
I don't remember when I got it because it was actually I met Des, and then I had the outline.
Right.
And I think that's an important thing to mention too. Is that I've worked with Jamie for a long time, but I raised my kids here.
Pretty much.
I raised my kids here. I went through heartbreak and breakups and this and that. I met my wife here. I did her first tattoo, and yeah,
That's true.
I came here with a kid and
A little kid.
a little Miss Isis, and she, I was doing the single dad thing, and the girl I was dating at the time, it didn't work out, and I had to move out and all this drama. But Jamie was kind enough to let me bring my kid over here, and while I'm tattooing, we just sat her in that corner station over there, and gave her a bunch of art supplies and a laptop with nonstop Dora the Explorer or whatever she wanted to watch. You know what I mean? And we just tattooed, and she's happy as a clam. And she'd run up to the customers and cheer them up a little bit when she needed to, and. It was just really nice, man. And I don't know, you might have painted over them, but I think painted over. We used to have little markings of where.
Oh yeah, they got. I don't know if you can undo that paint though.
I don't think you can undo.
Can you undo that paint?
I don't think you can undo. It doesn't matter. I got pictures of it.
You got pictures, okay.
And so I raised my youngest daughter till she was older, and or my eldest daughter, and then my youngest daughter was here till she was about three.
Yeah, that was.
And she popped in every once in a while because
Right.
my life was stabilizing a little bit, so to say. But yeah, man, I remember sitting around here. The internet wasn't really a thing.
No.
And we just sat around, and I would dress up the kid in some cute little fairy wings, and I'd send her out. We'd go out to the
flyering,
corner.
right?
Yeah, we'd just go out to the corner, and she would hand out flyers, and people would be like, "Oh, that's so cute," and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, what are you trying to get?" And I would walk them all the way up here. And that's how we tattooed, like when you're like not
Well,
busy.
or you'd have a flyer guy who, if he was any good, he'd walk them all the way around the corner up here.
Now who do we have?
That was
flyer?
Mikey.
We had Mikey.
Mikey,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
good. Whatever happened to that one?
He's still around.
Still around?
Yeah, I see him here.
Yeah, we had some characters here. What about Drunk Mike?
Drunk
Mike's
Mike.
sweet.
Well, he never flyered, but he would be paid to sweep.
Yeah, okay.
And talk like this, and
mind if I borrow a couple bucks? There.
got a couple bucks for a beer.
Let me hold on to a couple dollars.
He was. I think I haven't seen him around for quite a while, so who knows?
I hope wherever he's at, he's okay.
Probably not.
Might not
molted
be here.
into the ground or anything.
He may not be with us anymore, but And then we had Crab Claw Craig.
Oh,
Was
Craig.
Craig.
Booked the Craigers. Craigers?
No, it was.
Yeah, it was Craig.
Was it? Yeah.
Who was?
He'd bring us all sorts.
Well,
of shit.
he was the take a book order or take a order for art supplies of some sort. Of course, it was a 5-finger discount.
Yeah. That's how we did it, though. Man.
That's and then oh no, what was it?
Well, there was the
Well,
dumpster.
there
Dumpster
was
Dave.
no. What was his name?
He was a dumpster guy.
No, I know.
He had the crab claw hands. They were calloused.
Tommy would dumpster dive, and then he'd bring in everything he would find in the day, and he'd come and set it up on the counters.
Yeah.
Like every day.
Every day he'd bring up some fucking
And he did
wild
find
shit.
some good stuff. Interesting.
Yeah. Remember that one time he bring me an X-ray machine?
Oh, yeah, the whole thing.
And I bought it. It was in the back. It was in the back for like years. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that apart and use the light.
Well, you were trying to use the light. It was a cool fixture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. We threw it out finally.
Who
No,
knows?
you took it.
I don't know what I did.
But that was when you could go dumpster dive and find and bring stuff around.
Yeah.
Of course, he, like every day though, come on now.
Yeah, he was milking it.
I'd make some money and then he'd bring in something
and spend it.
and spend the money on him.
Yeah, man, it was like, that dumpster right across the street. This is just really funny saying it out loud. But the dumpster across the alley was adjacent to this apartment building, and all the college kids would, they'd
throw everything out at the end of the semester. All the good stuff.
All their brand new art supplies, because mom and dad bought them for them, and we'd go fucking get brand new art supplies. And it was just like a never-ending supply of cool shit.
Of appliances, clothing, books.
All sorts of stuff, man.
Stuff like that. But again, this is the nature of the alley. This is the only alley of Broadway, hardly. So all the, there's a little one behind Dick's, but nothing like this. This is the only alley. There might be a tiny little one way over there.
I never thought about that.
This is the only alley, so people do their dirty deeds.
So we're the raccoons of the tattoo industry, and that's just, I don't mind that at all.
Well,
we had a lot
looking
of fun,
out the window, you see all sorts of crazy little scenarios and dramas that play out here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Unfortunately, it's gotten a lot worse than it's ever been. Just the nature of the area and people themselves, and a little more desperate. Of course, having a pandemic and a lot of closed businesses doesn't help, and just being up in the air. And I think that's kind of been weighing on a lot of people, especially myself, as far as the business mode and the manner of this business and location. Not the best, but again, we'll make it work for probably one more year, and then we'll see what happens after that.
Well, we'll see what happens, but in the meantime, we'll be slowly picking things off your walls and fucking.
Well, that's what's going to happen, and I don't mind that way.
Yeah.
As long as somebody, if they can find a good home for
Jamie's got a lot of good shit, man. He's got boxes of cool shit you don't even know. So,
we're going to find out here. So. If there's, like I said, anything that's, I don't know. I have a lot to look through.
We'll sort it out. We'll keep your eyes peeled, everyone, for that fucking yard sale of an event.
Well, we will be trying to do some art pop-ups and try to make a good showing for the space and try to get rid of some stuff. And
so if you're
a tattooer,
if you're a tattooer and you're into collecting tattoo memorabilia. You'll probably be seeing something from me.
I get a few things here and there, but keep me in mind.
Yeah.
Keep the shop in mind.
Well, congratulations on 25 years,
25 years.
That's a big deal.
I'm glad to have made that, and hopefully the future looks bright.
Yep. All right. Anything?
All right.
Any last words?
No, but hopefully everybody didn't diss anybody bad or.
Yeah, and
if I did, I'm sorry. So
that's right. If we didn't offend you, fuck you.
And on that, so take care, everybody.
All right.
Thank you, Beetle.
Thanks, Jamie.
All right.
All right.